Yo, what is going on? Good morning, this is Andrew, ZERODRAWDREW, Pip Catch Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, like this, subscribe, and keep us motivated. Drop this content out every day. Let's get into it. So we are here with another Sunday analysis. It is Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. So let's fucking go. So GBPUSD, we're going to start with GBPUSD. We had this huge sell-off in the beginning of the week. It was kind of fucking big ass flash crash, but you know, it's fucking crazy, right? We're living in weird ass times. So as you can see, we did drop heavy on the weekly chart and did start to wake up. So hopefully, you know, this thing can start to recover, because if it doesn't, we are in serious fucking trouble, right? So GBPUSD on the weekly chart, we dropped hard, then we started to wake up on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, all buyer liquidity overall is above that 1.14070 resistance level. But I do think overall we do want to push back up to that 1.14060 resistance level, and then from there we'll be able to kind of react and see what we get. But for the short term, I do think that we might want to pull back first. So we might pull back to that 1.10300 support level. We could even pull back to that 1.09240 support level, which is here on the hourly chart. That 300 support level is at this level. That 900 support level is at this level right here. So looking at the hourly chart, one thing I do notice is buyer liquidity is above that right shoulder and this trend line right there. So I'd wait for the session and kind of react to what you see. The 15-minute chart, like I said, buyer liquidity is up there, seller liquidity is down there. So you guys just want to react to what you see and kind of play it by day. So we might kind of, we might pull back the first day, trap bears below that level, maybe even dip down to that level. And from there, we might start to move up to the buyer liquidity levels, right? So that is GBPUSD. GBPJPY, similar story. We had this fat wick from that support level over there. This is crazy. Just looking at this is blowing my mind, right? So we had this huge wick on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, same thing. We came back into that 159,500 support value. But if you look out, we are kind of reading this Gartley pattern. So price can technically move up to that 163,600 resistance. I do think that first we might drop down to this 159,500 support as a retest. So I'll wait for a session and kind of react to what you see. On the 15-minute chart, all buyer liquidity is above that trend line and that right shoulder over there. So similar to GBPUSD, we might get a bull trap short term, move down to that support level, and then from there we might find support and start to move up to that overall target, right? That is GBPJPY. EURUSD, as you can see, everything against the dollar kind of ran in a similar fashion. On the weekly chart, we dropped to that D extension, as I talked about last week in last week's video, at that 96 support level. We did come back up and almost retest that 98,650 resistance level, but we didn't fully take buyer liquidity yet on the daily chart. So we can technically still move back up to that resistance level, take buyer liquidity, and then from there we could react and see what happens. On the hourly chart, as you can see, similar to the other pairs, we are reading a crown-like pattern. All seller liquidity is below this 500 and this 300 support level. So I would wait for bear traps to one of those levels or bull traps up here and then kind of react and play it by day, right? So that is EURUSD. Similar shit with gold. Gold, as you can see, we dropped through that support level and kind of worked back up. On the daily chart, same thing. We didn't push above that buyer liquidity level, so price might want to push to that buyer liquidity level at that 1676 resistance level, or 1680 on the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, as you can see, similar to the other pairs, we are reading this crown-like pattern. All seller liquidity is below, maybe this level, or this level. All buyer liquidity is above this trend line right here and this resistance level above here. So we can see potential bull traps above this level to sell opportunity down, or bear traps to one of these levels for buy opportunity up. The idea is, what you guys want to do is just kind of wait for the session and react and play it by day. Similar to all the other ones, I do think that we might get a pullback in the beginning of the week. If you look out in you know, gold, it is kind of reading an inverted crown pattern within that crown pattern, as you can see right there. But I do think that price might want to just drop down to the neckline first before all that happens. So like I said, guys, you guys just want to wait for a session and kind of react to what you see. Okay, I am going to be posting all this shit into my free group, so you know that information is going to be in the description below. If you got any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/ZERODRAWDREW, or shoot me an email, whatever works for you. Other than that, have a fantastic fucking Sunday. We'll see you guys when I see you. Peace. Make sure you like this, subscribe, keep us motivated, drop this content out. We're growing slowly and steadily, but you know, when you guys just drop likes, it keeps me motivated to keep putting this shit out, because I don't really get paid from this, but when I see the likes, it makes me want to do it more and more. So like I said, guys, like this, subscribe, keep us motivated, and we'll see you when we see you. Let's go.